Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are going to do another review. I'm not sponsored by Vevor or nothing like that. They happen to have some cool stuff that I can really use. Let me unlock the shop. And that mag drill I did the last video on, it was real handy. And now we're doing one on one of the little diesel heaters that everybody's buying. I was on the phone earlier with a locksmith for this Ford. I was going to see, somebody told me, they said, I bought lots. And I know it's going to be a pain pulling the door panels off and putting them in, but I figured, what the heck, because I don't have any door keys. And then somebody was like, no, just call a locksmith. They can go by the VIN number or whatever and make you some. So I called them, and I called one, and they're like, oh, no, we can't do it for that model. And I got a feeling there's going to be bunches of them saying that because it's a commercial truck, and everything changes when it's a commercial truck for some reason. I guess they're scared. Oh, my God, he stole it from some company. We're not making him a key. Well, I got the ignition key, so it don't really matter. Anyhow, that's beyond the point. So what we're going to do, we're going to open this thing up. I've got my diesel can over here, and I got my little electric pump to fill it. And let me run in here and grab a battery real quick. Okay, got my battery. Fairly quick video, because I don't think there's going to be much to it. But I'm going to show y'all what all comes in it right out of the box. Okay, so first we have some duct openings, instruction manual, and then we have the heater itself. I'm going to try to do this without dropping it. Trash. More trash. More trash again. There's our battery connections for the 12-volt power supply. Yeah, and it's just got a couple of random ends, so I'll have to put some kind of ends on it, or maybe just vice grips for now to hook it to the battery. So let's get that piece off the bottom. This is the ductwork. Probably, or the, say ductwork. It's probably the exhaust. I don't think it actually has duct on it, but it does have exhaust and a little muffler to where you can run it indoors without dying. So there's your little flex pipe for the exhaust. I guess it does have some ductwork. Yeah, because this probably, ooh, and there's smaller ductwork. This probably goes on there somehow. Who knows? We'll figure that out in a minute. I don't know if that's a muffler or air intake. Probably intake. Clamps. 2 big clamps. 4 medium clamps. 2 loom clamps, and then various self-tapping screws. There's 4 of them. Find out what they're for in a minute. And then you got 4 of these, I'm assuming metric bolts and nuts, and they have the little knurl on the back, so they're kind of a lock nut. Anyways, we'll put them aside. I'm going to put all the nuts on them so we don't lose them. Throw this in the trash. and get the little muffler out. And I watched one video where the guy didn't use the muffler because I guess his particular setup, he didn't really need it and it wasn't that loud. Got two more self-tappers and a smaller bolt that go, I guess, to mount this muffler. Peel that ugliness off. Such a cool little muffler. Set that aside. I'm going to put those bolts and bracket with it since that's what they go to. This is all trash. Alright. Now, this thing has Bluetooth. It's got a wireless remote. And it's got a battery in it. It's lighting up. On, off, up and down on the temp. And they said that the app, from what I've read on it, is basically doesn't have a whole lot more controls than this. So let's open her up. If I'm not mistaken, this is basically the smaller, cheaper heater that they sell. They just put it in a case with its own fuel tank, and that's where they get the 3-in-1 or the 4-in-1, which is still handy. I mean, it's still handy to have a little setup. Now let's take the fuel cap off. Yeah, if you go to their website, it'll show this heater itself, like a, I guess you call it an S-bar heater. There's your little fuel pump. And your harness to fire up the fuel pump, 12-volt pump. Pigtail running into the heater. That, I'm assuming, is the coils that heat up when it's lit, or they kind of hold heat and blow more out. Your little fuel tank. So let's go ahead and put the cover back on it. Fill it with fuel. Hook a battery up and test this thing out. I mean, there's not a whole lot to this, so those have their own little things to go in. Little slots cut. And for this, I'm using diesel. But if I use it a lot, I may end up using kerosene. We'll put half a tank in it. I'm going to put this heater back in the hole where it goes on my truck. This truck, like most trucks with a flatbed, it's hard to get gas in. It's really, really slow filling. So what I end up doing a lot of times is I'll keep my two 5-gallon cans full, and then I'll just pump it out of them into the truck. Because that little electric pump I just used to fill this is pretty quick, and it's not as fast as the gas pump, so it don't make it back up and come out the Alright. So let's check out the instructions. There's the different models they make. So yeah, air outlet goes on here, and then I guess the duct goes on that, the little end. I guess it's designed where you could mount this on something, I'm assuming. Yeah. Or you could just leave it like this and aim it wherever. And of course, put the clamps on it. But we're not going to do that for right now. I just want to fire it up and see how well it actually works. Alright. So the exhaust and the intake are both, I guess, underneath this thing. Yep, indeed they are. So the one closest to this is your exhaust, which will be this little pipe. Wow, that is really something else. We'll just run that up for now. And the one farthest away is the intake. And we're going to run that out the back. Yeah, that is not real ideal. It makes an awful sharp 90 out of there, and it's not shallow enough, but it should work to crank it. Alright, let's aim that away from everything that's going to catch on fire. And I'm going to pause it and go get some strippers and strip the wire back and hook it up to a battery and see what we can make it do. Okay, we are hooked up to our battery. I'm going to put something under that. We'll just put the muffler under it for now. Yeah. Well. I need something under both ends to prop that up so this will clear. Alright. So let's put our air intake on the intakes. Suck up some trash we don't need to. Let's go ahead and put our muffler on here. We'll just aim it that way for now. Alright, now let's power it up. Oh wow. Okay, now let's increase it. Went from 9 degrees Celsius to 30. But nothing's lit yet. Wish me a safe journey. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, operating instructions. Press power to start the machine. Start heating. mode switching under the temperature control mode. I don't even see the M. Oh, because this ain't the high-end one with Bluetooth function. I thought it had Bluetooth. So, press the on-off key more than 3 seconds to change the run mode for the heater. 1, 2, 3. And that changed nothing. Adjust temperature mode. Press up. More than 3 seconds to change from Celsius. Okay. Priming up the pump. Okay, so in levels 1 through 10, we're on level 1. Come on. I smell fuel. I think it's fixing to start. It's winding up. Sounds like a jet engine's fixing to take off. Oh yeah. It's lit. I can smell it. Feel the hot air coming out of that. That air's not very warm though. Oh yeah. Whew. I can see where that would heat up a small room pretty quick. That is pretty dang warm. I don't have a battery in my temp gun. I'd show you, but you can't hold your hand in front of it too long. And the exhaust really hot. You really can't hold your hand in front of that very long. I think this is going to work good. I should be able to put this in my shop, run the exhaust out one of the windows, and this should warm it up. It's a weird little pump. That is crazy. Oh yeah, it's pulling air in. Let's see if there's a temperature change if I pull the muffler off. Yeah, and then hear it winding down. 3, 2, 1. Off. That's cool. Ooh, somebody called. Oh, locksmith. I was like, I have a missed call, but so yeah, guys, there you have it. That's the little Vevor. I believe it's a 4-in-1 diesel heater. That's the model. It's 5 kilowatts heating power. They had a bigger one. I think they had an 8 or something. But for what I'm gonna use it for, this is perfect. It's got that. Okay, why is it starting back up? Oh, the fan just started winding back up, and I bet it's just blowing out the rest of the hot air. That's good. That's a nice safety feature to have, so it don't burn up, catch something on fire. Yeah, hear it winding down. Alright guys, well there you have it. It's another little review, unboxing and review of the Vevor. I don't know why I have such a hard time saying that. The heater. I'd love to get more products from these people, maybe even sponsored by them, and start making more videos of this kind of stuff, especially tools and things that I can actually use in my other videos. So, but that's another time. I've already kind of applied with their what do they call that, influencer program, but it's a little process to go through. I'll have to there's still a few more steps I got to do before I can accomplish that. In fact, I've actually got like less than 24 hours to submit the rest of the info, or it's going to start all over again. But anyways, guys, that's it. I think it's a nice little heater, really, for the money. I think it was like $108 shipping and all. And I can see that in my little shop, it's going to really heat it up in there pretty quick, or keep it warm. I should be able to bring it in here, turn it on a cool day like tomorrow. It's in the 50s right now, but tomorrow it's supposed to be in the 30s. I think the low is going to be like 17 or something. So it would be nice to be able to come out here, click that on, go back in the house, and come out in 30 minutes or an hour, however long it takes. I guess we'll find that out too, how long it takes to actually heat the shop up, and then stay in there with the door shut and actually get something done and stay warm. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. I know it ain't the best. It was really short. I'm really limited on time today. I've been super busy at the job getting these stairs built, and by the time I get home, get the kids and a shower and all that stuff, it's bad trying to get the time to get everything done. I will have to get some alligator clips for these, of course. And then that's the other thing. I may do a test later to see how long, say, a hot 12-volt car battery lasts. I mean, if it burns it up in a day, or if I could use the smaller, like deer feeder style batteries, that would be ideal, because I've got several of them. In fact, there's 2 under the heater right now. Oh yeah, see, it run long enough for that thing to be cool to the touch. You couldn't even put your hands on it earlier. this in the shop so I don't forget in the morning, just take off driving to work and it get dumped off the bed. That would really suck, and then I have to get online and buy another one. The old truck's doing a little better each day that I drive it. I mean, I'm still gonna have to put the injectors in it and the fuel pressure regulator to completely solve it. I think I figured out my mileage today, and it's probably not this good, but I think I'm getting 4 miles to the gallon now instead of 2. It should be getting, I'm gonna say, at least 7 empty. And when I say empty, I mean not pulling a trailer. All this stuff didn't even make the truck move at all. I could probably, in fact, even hooking onto my trailer, the truck never squatted, never even moved an inch, not even a quarter of an inch. Putting all that on and